Rolling on BTN Live, there is the Purdue contingent here at Big Ten Media Day. David Blough, Elijah Sindelar, and Markus Bailey, all looking good and ready to go. And having fun as well here at Big Ten Media Days. A little sports light shoot there with David and Mike Hall. Laughs aplenty. But this is going to be serious. We're going to be very serious here. So no one's allowed to laugh at all.
No laughing? Okay, no laughing.
Maybe once, if you're so inclined, but no more than that. Okay. Markus Bailey, David Blough, Elijah Sindelar, really good to have you guys with us. You were, I would say, maybe the surprise story of the conference last year externally. I'm sure you didn't surprise yourselves. You probably thought you had that and more in you. But for those who aren't a part of Purdue football day-to-day, who don't understand what went into turning around a program like you guys did, I guess a really simple, straightforward question to start. In your mind, I'm interested in each of you. We can start with you, Markus. What was it? How did you go from where you guys were to being a bowl winner?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the previous two seasons, 2-10, 3-9, you think, how could we get to the point where we got last year winning the bowl game? But Coach Blough came in, brought in a great staff with him, great support system, and completely changed the culture of Purdue football to where now...
How so? Like, what's different?
Now we're playing, we play to win every time, whereas maybe before we're kind of playing not to make mistakes and not to lose. So now we have a lot more confidence in ourselves, a lot more belief, a lot more confidence in all the players we have. And I think that is a testament to Coach Blough's energy and everything that he brought along with the staff.
Yeah, he challenged us to play tougher, play faster, give more effort, things that you could actually see that were visible on the field. And then we saw it early on in the season. We played Louisville, up on them at halftime. Then we beat a good Ohio team. We beat a good Missouri team. And I think the guys started feeling a little confident in themselves. And that confidence breeds more confidence. And we got in Big Ten play, won 4 games in the Big Ten, which is more than we had won in the past few seasons together. And a testament to Coach Blough and his staff. Nick Holt on the defensive side of the ball did a great job. And it's been fun to be a part of, that's for sure. And looking forward to building on it this year.
Yeah, I believe that Coach Blough really brought in a lot of good qualities for us. Like, he preached a one-game season, so he didn't allow the season to get too big, especially with some of the young guys. Like, we didn't overlook any teams. We were making sure that we were focused on the game at hand. And he wasn't about winning or losing for him. He was all about effort, dedication, and hard work. Like, he wanted to make sure we were playing the game how we were supposed to play. And I think we really respected that, and we really embraced it as a team.
How does it change now from where you were last year to coming into this year, having won a bowl game, having some momentum? How has the feeling around the program changed?
Well, there's a lot of excitement brewing around, especially with our fans and our students, as well as the team. And I think that that's really going to help us moving forward. Being 7-6 sounds a lot better than being 6-7. And so with that momentum going into the season, we're ready to work. We're willing to work. We're willing to put in the extra time and effort. And I think it's going to be pretty special.
What about from your point of view, David, coming off with a bowl win and the energy that's infused?
Right. I think that's where the entire Purdue athletics department is right now. With Coach Blough and Mike Babinski coming in, the new athletic director 2 years ago, and Coach Blough coming in, they've just raised the expectations, saying, hey, yeah, Purdue, you can compete on the Big Ten West side of the conference. You can challenge Wisconsin, challenge Northwestern, challenge Iowa, Nebraska for that top spot. And that's a realistic goal for us. That's what we want to accomplish this year, and try to punch our ticket to Indy. It's been too long for Purdue fans, and being able to compete on the Big Ten West side is what we want to do.
We're in an unusual situation. We saw this last year. It had been the first time in a couple decades where teams had opened with a conference game. Indiana and Ohio State did it. Now you do it. You mentioned against Northwestern, a Big Ten West opponent. How does that change your mentality coming into the season, Markus, knowing not only do you have a conference game as your opener, but it's a team you guys are trying to pass, a 10-win team from a season ago?
Yeah, I mean, the first game of the season is always very telltale of what the work you put in the offseason. You never know how good you are until you actually put that product that you put that sacrifice in all the offseason onto the field. And it amplifies it even more that it's another Big Ten team. Because as we all know, being part of the Big Ten games are a little bit different than out of conference. So definitely going to expect a physical matchup. They're a great team. I think we've come to believe that we're a great team. I think I'm excited to see what we can do.
One of the big questions that Purdue fans are wondering about is the health of the quarterbacks. And both of you guys had injuries last year. I'll start with you, David, then Elijah, obviously interested in you as well. Where are you in your rehab, and how confident are you you'll be ready to go come game one?
Oh, I'm ready. I got back for spring practice in about 4.5 months or so, and it's a testament to just great doctors, good Lord in heaven, athletic trainers who did a phenomenal job, and a good plan by Coach Brom and his staff. My ankle's completely healthy, and, now I just got a little perspective about missing some games and being able to go back out there, and how much more special it'll be.
Elijah?
Yeah, a great testament to our athletic training staff and the rehab processes that have accumulated over the years. Like, it really helps speed up the process, and the surgery went well. Like, I'm 100% now. I was also cleared at 4.5 months, being able to do everything now, and it's just exciting to see that, this is the second time I've been through this, and it was a much easier process the second time than the first time.
Well, to your point, your story is particularly remarkable, just given that you had a torn ACL and you continued to play. The bowl game performance, right around 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. How do you explain that you were able to do that on a torn ACL?
Well, I have to give glory to God. He really protected me. I didn't have to evade pressure or roll out of the pocket very much. I was able to stand in the pocket and throw downfield, which is something that I enjoy doing a lot more because I'm a pocket passer. Like, I don't really want to run. So that's more David's job. So it was just cool to have the guys around me and supporting me and being able to be out there with the guys. I mean, it's an unreal experience and probably something I probably would never want to do again.
I think it's really interesting that both of you guys are here. I don't ever recall a situation where a school has brought 2 quarterbacks. Maybe there has been one that slipped my mind. But there's only one guy who can be under center on any given play. You're both extremely talented. You're both clearly leaders on this team. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. How do you have this relationship with one another, which appears to be really supportive and a congenial one?
Yes, sir. I think it started a few years ago when Elijah got on campus, and we became good friends immediately. And our relationship is built on trust and vulnerability. We've been there for one another, and we've been saying it all day. I care about Elijah Sindelar, the man, more so than I do the quarterback. And I know it's the same way, reciprocal for him caring about me, David Blough, the man. I care about his family, the relationships he has. And I think, therefore, that's what we're called to do. I'm going to support him, whether Coach Brom plays me every play, plays him every play, plays one of our freshmen every play. At the end of the day, we both know it's about Purdue football.
Absolutely. And he and I don't find our identity in football. We find our identity in Christ, and that's a really big part of being able to be successful with a 2-quarterback system, because whether he's playing or I'm playing, as long as God's getting the glory, we don't really care. And it's been cool because when he's on the field, I get to be an extra set of eyes and try to help him any way I can. And I have his back, he has my back, and it's been a cool dynamic.
On the defensive side of the ball, Markus, this is the area where you guys really improved last season. It's fun for me to watch Nick Holt on the sidelines. I mean, the guy is so energetic. He is a character. Yeah. What's he like off the field? I mean, what's he like in film room? What's he like kind of interacting one-on-one? How similar is he to what we see when he's bouncing around on the sidelines?
Yeah, he's exactly the same as you see on live TV. Just same intensity, 24/7. But once you get to know him, you understand the sense of humor and stuff, and you understand that he has really good intentions. He's a great coach and a great person. I love having him as my position coach and as a defense coordinator.
You lost a lot off that defense, particularly in the front 7, which is going to build around you. What do you think? How can this unit rebuild to be back at that elite level you were at last year?
Yeah, we definitely set some high expectations for ourselves last year on the defensive side of the ball. I've been trying to instill in these younger guys with my increased leadership role this year that we can't have a drop off. Big Ten football, you got to stop the run, and that starts in the front 7 right there. So these young guys, they've developed. They've come a long way since spring and put in a lot of work in the summer. but we're not all the way there yet. We need to put in the work in the fall camp before August 30th. August 30th gets here.
David, I know you had a big off season, not just working on football and getting yourself back to 100% health, but also getting engaged.
Yeah.
I saw some of the pictures on social media. It looked like maybe there was some wilderness involved.
Yeah.
Out in nature. Give me a sense of what happened there. What did you do? Take us through this proposal.
So that was May 27th. That was my high school sweetheart. We went to high school together. She's much better athlete than I am, actually, believe it or not.
What does she do?
She's on the Colombian national track and field team, runs the 400 hurdles.
Wow.
And so we went to church in the morning, and then I had it all set up at a nature preserve close to our house. And one of my friend's moms was there to take some photos, and kind of a park where we've had some important talks in our relationship, and meant something, and it's just really special. I'm really looking forward to that for the rest of my life, that's for sure.
Do you think she had a sense of what was going down? Or
No, believe it or not, she was completely surprised. We had a big engagement party. Her friends helped me kind of keep it in the dark, and it was really special.
You talked a lot, and Elijah mentioned religion being important to both of you guys. You talked at the banquet a couple of years ago about all the missionary work that you have done. What's the biggest thing that you've taken from that?
Yeah, it's perspective for me. When I get to go and visit the orphanage through Purdue Fellowship of Christian Athletes in South Africa, perspective, seeing kids who have so much less than what I have, with pure joy just because they've got God. And, they love me whether I throw 5 touchdowns in a game or 5 interceptions, and unfortunately, in the second one, I've done both, and that's the truth. And it's just a glimpse of, what I hope heaven's like.
Great stuff. Elijah Sindelar, David Blough, Markus Bailey. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck this year. Really a pleasure to see the three of you.